How will you remember your short stint with the Sixers?
Um, a bit of adversity, but definitely something that I'm truly just grateful for. I done played with three teams in a span of 8 9 months, so I haven't really digested everything and put everything into words and whatnot. But truly grateful for the opportunity, and somehow the opportunity arose even more when I got here, and despite getting a concussion and finding a rhythm, then getting out of the rhythm and things of that nature. Truly happy with how things been handled from the coaches to the organization to the players. Everyone really welcomed me in with open arms, and as a player, that's all you can ask for.
I know you said that you hope that you can return next year. Just what is it about the organization, the roster, when hopefully it's whole and healthy next year, that makes you feel like you can potentially be a fit here long term?
You have terrific players. You got Paul George, Joel, Tyrese, Kelly Oubre. You have great players who, this is a playoff team, and that's what it's all about, trying to get a championship. And nothing like being close to home, and representing the home team, and being part of, not just Philadelphia, but Pennsylvania as a whole. I grew up watching the Sixers, so it's a very, surreal moment in my life as far as just putting that jersey on every single day, and just being appreciative of that, because I can only tell you how many times when I was younger I was like, I can't wait till I put on a Phillies jersey or something like that, So, all in God's favor, wherever He intends to put me, but definitely would love to be back.
Yeah, you sort of, when you first got here, you kind of tempered the coming home narrative, I guess. But besides everything you just said, has there been a cool moment where family or friends have gotten a chance to come see you play, or just something about that part of this experience that you will really take away and are grateful for?
Usually when I have games here, I've always have family, my grandparents is always a good thing, but to see a lot of people from Reading, Pennsylvania, just coming out to show love and support, seeing people with the Reading State Championship when we won my senior year, and just seeing how 5, 6, 7-year-olds still knowing who I was since high school and whatnot. It's a beautiful thing to see, as far as seeing what you have done for a lot of people, as far as inspiring the next generation and helping out. So I think it's been a true blessing as far as just being in Philly. I've never thought in a million years I would play for the Sixers, get alone being this close to home. And, some days I can just, if I wanted to, I could just drive home and whatnot. So, I've only been here for a month and some change, but I've got some memories that I'll never forget.
You sort of look at the off season, and you talked about you sort of expanding your repertoire beyond just scoring and showing your playmaking and all that stuff. What are there certain other aspects or certain things that you sort of worked on here that now, when you look at sort of the off season priorities, that come to mind as far as what you really want to work on?
Just consistency and discipline. When being, like I said, being this close to home, it has its pros and its cons. And you have to find a way to balance it all. And I think a lot of people would tell you. Even last night I was in the gym. I was still working. We have more games. So I've just been very consistent in the gym. If we have days off, I'm coming in at night. If we have practice that morning, I'm still coming back at nighttime and things of that nature. Just trying to just let my work ethic speak for what I do on the court. And allow everything else to play itself out. And I think that's something that keeps me a lot of confidence. I know a lot of people don't really work as hard and put in the sacrifice as much as I do.
You continue to get more and more games under your belt. You look more and more comfortable. Obviously, a lot of that's coming over from Lithuania, back to the NBA, the differences and sizing and everything such as that. But do you think that there's any portion of it that was just playing at home that really just kind of energized you to want to give even 120%, 130%, just more than you felt you had?
Just putting an NBA jersey back on my back. I think that was the overall message for myself was day in and day out, I continued to bet on myself. When I went to LA, I wasn't expecting to play. You had Kendrick Nunn as the first shooting guard, Austin Reeves as the second unit, and then there was just me, you know, and I found a way and I got it out the mud. Same with me going to Brooklyn. Wasn't guaranteed. Obviously, minutes wasn't what it was supposed to be, and I grinded it out, and I continued to bet on myself. And going into this season, obviously, I didn't have a spot. I was with the Celtics, did what I did a really good job. I was there. And not on your timing, but God's timing, I had to go bet on myself yet again and go overseas. And everyone knew that my overall message, my overall thing was to get back into the NBA. And, you know, going overseas and having that moment of solitude and, you know, self-accountability and looking myself in the mirror, what I can do better and grow as an individual, you know, I think that elevated my game as far as becoming a true man into the game and understanding how to be a professional and sacrificing a lot of time and effort. So coming back to the Sixers and putting on a jersey, yet alone I had to go so far to get so close to home, putting on a jersey was amazing. Yet again, putting on a jersey when you're in Philly, that's next level. And I think that was, you know, a testament to God and what he has in tune for me. And, you know, I don't plan on wanting to leave. You know, I think every single day I'm just truly blessed and grateful. I'm humble, I'm hungry, and I'm just trying to be as great as a Lonnie Walker as I can be each and every single day.
What is a game like
Last
today?
question.
Caveats aside of being game 82 and all that kind of stuff, having a game like you did today, how does that maybe impact the confidence going into an off season?
It impacts a lot, but not much. To be honest with you, like, man, this is a long season for me. You know, I done played 2 seasons in one, and I'm just truly blessed to be given this opportunity. You know, I got the phone call an hour left into my clause, you know, and I just leave it all up to the man above. You know, whatever he has next in my chapter, I'm truly grateful, truly blessed for whatever will come. But I'm locked in more than ever. This summer is going to be my best summer. I'm dialed in. You know, I'll probably take a week or 2 weeks off, and I'm back to working out. And, you know, I want to show the world what I'm capable of truly doing into this league.
Thanks, Lonnie.
Thank you.